Everybody. I'm back with a new story for Hispanic Heritage Month. And the story I have today is called Coqui in the City, and it is by Nomar Perez. And I hope you enjoy the story for Hispanic Heritage Month. Coqui in the City by Nomar Perez. In San Juan, Miguel brought his pet frog, Coqui, everywhere. He brought him to play baseball with his friends, to visit the pond in the park, and to buy quesitos, his favorite snack, from the panaderia, from the bakery. So he brought him everywhere, his pet frog, Coqui. Coqui was part of the familia. Miguel brought him to every dinner at his abuela's house. Coqui even seemed to listen to the family as they laughed and told stories. Abuelo, tell me the story about when you met Roberto Clemente, Miguel said, even though he heard the story 100 times already. Miguel's abuelo loved baseball just as much as he did. It's a really nice family, too, right? I really like his abuelo's house and all the family together. At home, Miguel snuggled in his bed at the sounds of the night covered him like a warm blanket. Coqui and his friends sang him to sleep. They went, Coqui, 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 Coqui. One morning, Mama and Papa had some important news. Nos vamos para afuera, hijo. They are moving to the United States. Will there be baseball there? Miguel asked. Definitely, said Papa. And casitos? I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Miguel started to pack up his life in Puerto Rico, but his mind wandered to all the things he would miss. Flying kites in Amaro, going to his abuela's house and climbing the mango tree in the backyard, and playing a guiro in the parranda with a family and friends during La Navidad. So he's moving. He lives in Puerto Rico and he's moving to the United States. So how do you think he might be feeling? Right, he might be a little scared or nervous or sad. He's going to miss all the things that he has at home, and it's going to be new. So it's a lot of things are going through his mind right now. And see how he looks right there? Does he look very happy there? No, he looks a little sad in that illustration. But most of all, Miguel would miss Coqui. I wish I could bring you along, he whispered to Coqui at the airport. Coqui, Coqui, his friend replied. Can he take him with him? No, he can't take his pet frog with him. See how sad he is? He's gonna miss him. Adios, Coqui, Miguel said, and he placed Coqui in the gentle hands of his abuelo. Don't worry, Miguelito. Everything's going to be all right, abuelo assured Miguel. La Canción de Coqui will be with you everywhere you go. Coqui will be in your smile, in your warm hugs, in your new adventures, and most importantly, in your loving heart, Abuelo said, pulling his pocket a little surprise. So Abuelo is going to take care of Coqui. And look what he took out of his pocket. It's a signed baseball from Roberto Clemente. Wow, that's for me. So how do you think Miguel feels now? Yeah, that made him a little happier that his abuelo gave him that. See, abuelo smiled to keep you company everywhere you go. So that was nice of his abuelo. Miguel fell asleep on the airplane holding the baseball tightly. Mira, mira, look, Mama said, shaking him awake. Down below, hundreds of bright lights twinkled. Look how tall the buildings are. When they arrived at the airport, Miguel couldn't believe how much smaller it was than their house back in San Juan. As they unpacked in their new home, Miguel said, Mama, I miss Coqui. I know, Mio, and I miss Abuelo and Abuela too, Mama said. I miss their hugs, Miguel said. Why don't we go outside and explore the neighborhood before Papa comes back from work? That will take our mind off of everything. So look how they look here. They're both very sad. They miss abuelo and abuela, and they miss Coqui because they moved. They moved from Puerto Rico to the United States. Look at their new neighborhood, though. Doesn't that look nice? So they're going to go for a walk to take their mind off of everything. The streets were full of interesting sights, sounds, and people. Spanish words danced around them and other unfamiliar languages, too. The newness of everything was overwhelming. Then Miguel and Mama happened upon something familiar, a park. Mira, Mama, tiene empadiles, and Miguel said excitingly. So he's so excited. So now look how they look. They're pretty happy now. But as they were walking towards the frittata vendor, an interesting sound caught Miguel's attention. Crack, crack, ribbit, ribbit. Oh, what do you think he hears? Coqui, Miguel said, looking around him. Yeah, he hears all the frogs. Look, there's all the frogs. He found a small pond full of frogs hopping and splashing and catching flies on their tongues, just like his Coqui. Mama, mira, mira, can I take one home? Miguel asked. Mama laughed. No, mijo, let's keep exploring. So now he was happy because he saw all the frogs. And when they stumbled onto a baseball field near the pond, Mama said, let's play some catch. Miguel still missed home, but throwing his Roberto Clemente baseball made him feel a little better. So he still misses home, but he knows where all the frogs are. So now he can go visit the frogs, the coqui in the pond. And he found a park where he can play baseball. And he has the Roberto Clemente baseball that his abuelo gave him. So now he's not so sad anymore. And his mom is not so sad anymore. And after the game, Miguel and Mama started home. They spotted a panderia just like the ones back in Puerto Rico. And guess who was standing there with a box of quesitos in his hand? Papa. So that's just like home too. There's a bakery just like in his house, just like in Puerto Rico. And he can go. And so that makes him feel a little bit like he's at home too. And at home, the sun was slowly dropping down behind the buildings while Miguel and his parents ate together. They were tired from the day, but it was a good kind of tired. They had a very busy day, but it was a fun day. Miguel snuggled in his bed as the sounds of the city at night covered him like a warm blanket. Soft Spanish music drifted in from the neighbor's window. Miguel whispered a quiet, Coqui, Coqui, to himself and thought about his Coqui and all the people and places that he loved in Puerto Rico. They would always be close to his heart, no matter where he was. Some things were definitely different in New York, but some things were the same. So there's a lot of change, right? When you move from one place to another, and he's moving from a whole nother country to another country, right? Some of you have experienced that, and it's very different. But there's some things that are here that are the same. So he had the baseball and he found some coqui and he found the bakery so he can get his pastelito and he find all his food. So some things are different and some things are the same. And that was Coqui in the City by Nomar Perez. I hope you enjoyed that story. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, everyone.